Is there a chance that the Cavs could still make a deal for Ben Simmons of the Philadelphia 76ers?
Absolutely. They're involved in those talks, have been involved, not given up on that idea. Simmons is widely available. That'd be a stunner if he's back in Philly next season. And, the Sixers are just weighing offers. There was a report yesterday from the Philadelphia Inquirer that, as I said about Sexton earlier, the odds are Simmons would probably be moved closer to the season. Again, it just gives teams an opportunity to see what their rosters are like and what they still need to add and what they want to add and how they can add it. And I fully expect the Cavs to be involved in that. To me, it's just a matter of, do the Sixers want Colin Sexton? Because he would certainly be involved in that trade. You would think the Cavs don't want to give up Darius Garland, and the Sixers would want a guard in return. So the natural assumption is that it would be Colin Sexton. I think that, you just have to, if you're the Sixers, you have to weigh other teams' offers, but the Cavs are certainly going to make an offer and probably continue to do so. The good news for them is if they really want Ben Simmons, Sixers executive of basketball operations, Daryl Morey, is a Medina Highland grad and grew up a Cavs fan. So maybe that will help facilitate a deal. But sure, they're involved in that. They're probably looking at some other players as well. They would love to add a veteran star, get the fans excited, get some buzz going. So I think that possibility exists. But Simmons in particular is a player that they are targeting.
Okay, let's put it this way. Do you think Sexton, Kevin Love, because you have to make the dollar figure matchup, so Love would probably be included in that as well. So, I guess you could sign Sexton to an extension and do a sign trade. But do you think Sexton, Love, and a future number one that might be top 5 protected would get it done?
It could potentially get it done. It just depends on what other offers they are out asking for the Sixers. Everything I hear, they want an all-star guard in return. Sexton, obviously not being an all-star yet, but certainly has that potential. Maybe could shine on a winning team like the Sixers. Certainly wouldn't be afraid to shoot in the fourth quarter and could shoot free throws better than Ben Simmons. The questions with Sexton, if you're the Sixers, are going to be, how much are we going to have to overcompensate for him defensively? The Sixers have some fine defenders in Thibault and Danny Green, obviously Embiid. So I would think that the possibility exists that if the Sixers don't get, somebody like a De'Aaron Fox from the Kings, who I've heard is completely unavailable, that they might go in the direction of a Colin Sexton. The Sixers are talking to like 4 or 5 teams right now. They've been most actively talking to the Raptors, but the Cavs are in on that. So I think the possibility exists. The problem with, you would want to throw in Kevin Love, but the problem is he really kind of hurt his trade value by having to withdraw from Team USA. And now, opposing teams were thinking, hey, you know what? He just needs to be rejuvenated, come to our place, play alongside some stars. And now they're having doubts about even that because, he's got a big contract still with 2 years and, $60 million left. That's a big gamble. So I think that the possibility exists, yes, that the Cavs could end up with Ben Simmons, but I wouldn't call it a long shot. I'd call it a medium shot. I would say some other teams have a better shot at landing Simmons than the Cavs do.